In the day 175, the poet gives a wonderful direction for us to get established in devotion. For that, he says that unnecessarily don't converse. Lot of us, we try to prove things. He says that to be avoided. You know that the other person is telling a lie and you try to correct. Oh, that is waste of time and waste of energy. Because the nature of the society is to blame the other person or to shift the load on other shoulder, isn't it? You know very well what it is, and they smile and you don't get, because the more you say no, they more they try to defend their stand. No, 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 no. I can see her, what you call, feel the days that have been spent. There is a spark when she meets. No, 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 no. She hates. Okay, you smile. Okay, I know, buddy. Internally, you smile. Don't get into argument with those statements, because you know what it is. Because we try to transcend the mind and go to a different level. See from the subconscious state, which generally people fail to. And he says, with all this, is don't be egoistic. Hey, you see, I have come to this level. I can understand this. I can understand that. I can see this. I have done this. I have achieved that. I know, just a few days back, I was speaking to a principal. She says, I have so much of experience. Then why are you not implementing? Simple question. This is egoistic. The moment you say something, oh, I have experience, 5 years. Oh, okay. Or 25 years, whatever it is, you can claim. But what is the net result is the question. And he says, therefore, he continues, let the conduct echo your speech. Means 99% of speakers are failures in practice. And people are not motivated by your talks, my dear friends. People get moved by your conduct. Because what happens is, what we talk is verbal, and what is there in the mind, it has a subtle vibration. It is that vibration that empowers. The best example is Ramana, who is also called as a Mauniswami. His just silence, it radiates so much of energy, so much of positivity. And in silence he speaks. We know in Dakshinamurti Stotram also, Mauna Vyakyena Prakatita, we have seen that, maybe not in this session, not with this, in some other occasion, I suppose. I was there also, we didn't do full. We hardly taken a few and then it had to get what you call disconnected due to some reasons. We'll try, if things permit, we'll take text after text here, because it is going good with 175 sessions. We'll see. So in Maunam they speak. In just Chinmudra they answer all your questions and queries. So that is the power of conduct and silence, isn't it? So here that is what it says. Today vada samvada the karava viveke aham bhava palitava जिन्हीं भूल न्यासा रखे आचरे वे क्रिया पालटे भक्ति पंते जावे क्रिया पालटे भक्ति पंते जावे. He says, kriya palate, in the sense, palate, action, kriya, in action, palate, following, following a charged with action, bhakti pantechi jave. Jave means not, or jave means go, sorry. Bhakti pantechi. Bhakti, that is devotion, pantechi, the path of. So he says, not just walk the path of devotion. He says, walk with fully charged in action in the path of devotion, and let not go off devotion in all the works of your life. Whatever you are doing, wherever you are, have that continuity of devotion, uncut off or unbroken devotion. We all get in parts. Today we have devotion, tomorrow we don't have devotion. Today we have relationship, day after tomorrow we have relationship. Day before yesterday we have something, today we don't have. You see, it's all flux. Have consistency. That speaks. I know a person say, nobody stays with me. Then you say, then be careful. If nobody is staying with you, the problem is with you, not with others. 100 can't be wrong. Yes, there are certain exceptions where 100 can be wrong. True. If you look at the Kurukshetra, the Pandavas were only 5, but the Kauravas were 100. Yes, that possibility is also there. But we have to introspect. Hey, why? Why then? Is there anything wrong with my attitude? Hmm? Yes. Humbleness in approach, then definitely people will like. For example, you are meeting somebody somewhere. Just imagine you just sit and talk. The other person is standing. These are all small traits which shows arrogance, ego, pride. Mind is so subtle because therefore they say actions speak louder than voice. You may not speak, but your action, they speak louder. That is the attitude that we carry. Of course, I know some people even tattoo on their hands about attitudes and characters and all. There's no point in tattooing. It should be in the mind, not on the skin. Next, he says, Today vada samvada thete karave. Today breaks vada argument, samvada the dialogue, thete there, karava should make. So here he says your conversation should not flare up and go for infinity regression, but it should put a full stop there. In the sense, a person has something, just speak to the point, clear and crisp, and see do they understand. I don't say don't communicate or be totally in maunam. Talk to the essential. Then he says, Viveke aham bhavaha palatava. So with viveka, intelligence, discrimination, aham bhava, the egoism, you have to put an exchange. Palatava means it's a change. You see, there is no individual without an ego. To say that I have no ego is egoistic, my dear friends, understand. To say that I have no ego is also egoistic. And some people, smart people, including I, at times I don't use that word I. But understand, even that is also egoistic because we are manipulating here. Like, okay, I'll see to it. We feel that using the word I is egoistic. Therefore, what we say, will see to it, am coming. That subject is missing. Grammatically, that may be whatever it is, you don't go there. But here, the thought to think that using I is becoming egoistic. Therefore, I don't want other person to think that I am egoistic and I'm pushing off or siding off this I is also an egoistic attitude. That's so subtle. Yes, it's quite funny. To say that I have no ego is also egoistic. To say I am great need not be egoistic. For example, Krishna, everywhere he says I, but there's no ego there. Because this ego is not at the verbal level, my dear friends. You should understand it is at the deep psychological level, so how we feel, how it manipulates, how we interprets, how we, what do you call, it's something how we feel. Okay, that's what I started with. So it's very deep, not superficial. So we have to, with intelligence, we have to see to it. And whenever we are using that, we should know that I'm not referring to the body, mind, and intellect, but at the referential level, for the sake of communication, we are communicating as I. Somebody asks who has done that. In case if you have done that, you can say, I have done it. There's nothing wrong there. It depends. I have done that. If it is somebody else, they could not. This becomes egoistic. Understand that? That's so subtle. In fact, we should take one exclusive class on the mischiefs of the mind. In fact, Swami Shivanandaji has written a wonderful book, Mind and Its Mysteries and Control, Part 1 and Part 2. There are two volumes there. If possible, you should read that. So, and then he continues, Jani Bolanya Sarake Achara. You say, whatever you talk, put it in practice. Or just keep practicing. Ramo Vigrahandam. You say, Rama never gave any talks like Krishna gave Bhagavad Gita and all. He just lived what scriptures asked us to be like. Exemplary model. So all leaders, you have to know that we keep on talking until once you get a stage and a mic, you don't know. Go for hours and hours, relevant, irrelevant, everything. That is not the way. That is not at all the way. Just speak two sentences, power packed. That which you follow. All that I say is if everybody follows what we preach, or what we want other person to be like, there will not be any problem in this universe, my dear friends. We only talk, but when it comes to us, big failure. So stay put in Ananya Bhakti without any breaks and cuts till we meet next. Thanks for being with.